Welcome back to part 2 of our escape from winter as we bikepack our way from the mountains to the sea. Part 2, we leave the city of Narbonne behind and head to that beautiful Mediterranean coast, destination seaside resort of the Grande-Motte. Bonjour! Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Welcome to jour number 2. Day 2 of Head to the Med, Escape Winter, Mountains to the Sea, off to Marseille. Off to Marseille?
GP Marseille.
Exactly. How are you feeling?
All good. Great night's sleep, great little apartment, all ready for what will be a relatively flat day.
Extremely flat. This will do my head in. We have 120 kilometres and maybe 200 metres of elevation rise in all of that.
But it should be beautiful riding next to the coast all day.
Ooh, I'm hoping for beautiful blue-green Mediterranean sea views. It's blue sky. Let me show you the view. This is just in the street, but you can see beautiful blue sky all around and beautiful Narbonne. I quite like Narbonne. I think it's nice. I mean, it's definitely one of those things when you're on a flash packing lightweight tour where it's all about getting to a certain destination and doing a lot of Ks each day. You sort of arrive and have maybe a few hours to sort of see the place you're at. But Narbonne is certainly somewhere I will come back to spend a day or two. Yep. Anyway, blue skies await us. We are excited. We have had our croissant and baguettes for breakfast. Croissant rating for those in the know, Bella gives it a solid 6. Not the best of the trip by far, and hopefully they will get better. Okay, the road ahead beckons, so as we say, on y va! Made it out of Narbonne, really pretty easy to navigate out, so that was good. We are on a fairly busy road. I'm just waiting for Steve. He's had a bit of a clothing malfunction with a leg warmer, but so we're on this road for a while, and as you can see, it's a bit busy. Not the greatest, but I feel once we leave this road in a few kilometres, hopefully it'll be a bit quieter. Not much to see. We do have a good shoulder, so it's always hard to know how long a road verge lasts for. But anyway, it is what it is. It's a blue sky day and we are heading to the Mediterranean, so we can't be too upset. Steve's just back there. So we'll be on our way soon. Day 2, here we go. Vineyards, quite a road, a miniature Sydney Harbour Bridge up ahead, one-way traffic. Bonjour! Can't be too far from the sea. We are at a maximum, a huge elevation height at the moment of 9 metres. As you can see, vineyards either side of us. We've gone through a few smaller villages The very busy road is over there and we're not on it, which is great. And I feel probably another 15-20 minutes and we'll be by the sea. Happy days. Another good morning to be a cycle tourist. Right, update, about 31 kilometres in, biscuit time, and we are in the town of, is it Serignan?
I'm actually not sure what town we're in.
No, something like that. I saw the Carve Co-op for Serignan, the vigneroles for all the vineyards. We have actually passed quite a lot, but we are in a lovely little spot in the sun, having a biscuit, enjoying the day. How have you found it so far?
Yeah, nice. It was busy getting out of Narbonne. Thankfully we turned off that road quite quickly, and for the most part it's been on really nice roads and not too busy, the odd busy patch, but
yeah,
all good.
We've had it pretty well, and we've actually even had a couple of little sneaky climbs. We had a climb that went from the heady heights of 6 metres of elevation all the way up to 47. Can you believe it? I do not tell a word of a lie. And it was through some pinchy little climbs up through the villages. Villages are always generally on the highest point of the land. I guess back in the day when people used to invade and conquer, they wanted to see where they were going. But I'll give you a little shot of our rest area where we're having. The bikes are doing well, resting against the bench with the scantily clad lady. There's a nice little bridge. I don't know if we're about to just go onto a cycleway at Passerolles Saint-Roch. So maybe we're actually in the Ville of Saint-Roch. And as you can see, I'm not sure if this is an estuary or a canal. We have had our first sighting of the Med, probably about 10 or so kilometres ago, but just glimpses. And yeah, looks like a nice spot. As you can see, busy little village. And we have, I think from here, we've still got 90 kilometres to go. So a fairly long day. Serignan, Cœur du Sud. Serignan, the heart of the south. I believe that's what that means. Anyway, ride update over. I need to smash this biscuit and we shall pedal on. A biento. We are on a pretty quiet road, which is fantastic, but my goodness, it's really bone jarring. This is a smooth stretch of it now. You can see potholes. Hopefully we will not have rough roads proceeding again. It's heavy going with the big potholes everywhere. We just came off a stretch of about 4 kilometres of it, so anyway, here we go. Just turned onto a cycle path for the next few k's, tracking the canal, and thankfully nice and smooth. Maybe the Canal de Midi? Would we be on the Eurovelo 8 now? Potentially. Who on the bridge? Obviously been horses here. Sort of get the feel we're on the coast, sort of inlet estuary marshland, and we are at a massive 6 metres of elevation now, so can't be too far from breaking out to the sea, right?
No.
Anyway, this is pleasant, easy rolling. Here we are with a fun park. All shuttered up for winter, but let's see, we got a mini roller coaster and some space rocket thing, and I think this big triangular structure probably catapults you into the sky for your death. Euro Park. Is that 2 roller coasters?
Yeah.
Wow. I'd go to the green one. I don't want to do the loop-the-loops.
Yeah, do it.
No! It's weird seeing these places all shut up. Little racetrack. Do you think we can get onto the speedway? Ah, water slide. Mega kart. King Towers. King Towers. Mega kart. Circuit de Via Plage. 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 Plage is the beach. Oh yeah. Fabricus World. Tin Toy Soldiers. Dark Zone. This is like, you can tell this is obviously a really big holiday place. Voila! And indoor, I don't know, Euro Park. All the indoor arcades probably. What do you think happens in Dark Zone? Dark stuff? Oh, this keeps on giving. It is! I wasn't expecting it to be as big as this. That's the third little roller coaster, and there's another place over there. Anyway. Bateau Saint-Permis. There you go, your virtual tour guide of the closed-up French amusement park in winter. Here for the quality content. We've come into town, we think it's Agde?
Yep.
It's very pretty. Here we are. Is this the canal or a river?
I think it might be an inlet from the sea.
An inlet from the sea, wow. Very nice.
River, like
yeah.
Out into the Mediterranean, I would imagine.
Looks pretty cool and tranquil, doesn't it? And quiet, like everywhere. Gosh, did we have some heavy roads to get to here?
Yes.
I think we had about 20 kilometres almost since we've left our last stop. And probably 3/4 of them have been on the heaviest.
Broken up pavement.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes it tough going.
There is no footage of that because I couldn't hold the camera and my bike with one hand. Both hands need to be on the bars. But
We have had some very nice, smooth, buttery hot mix, but
we have, but it's been few and far between on those heavy sections. But yeah, what a beautiful little place. Okay, we need to go get boulangerie. So, outwards we go. For a quick boulangerie stop and lunch in Agde, we have now made it out and we are on the sign marked Eurovelo 8 route. So as you can see, it's fully separated from the road. It's not too bad. Hoping the scenery will get better soon. Surely we can't be too long before we see the actual beach, right? Some marshland. I don't know, I mean it is winter, but there's just this sort of desaturated look about the place at the moment. Not quite feeling it today. You can tell we're not in the countryside. Maybe that's some of it, I'm not sure. Anyway, this is Eurovelo 8. Breaking news. Dun 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 dun. The deep blue sea, the Mediterranean Sea. Woo! We've made it to the sea. Oh, it just feels different all of a sudden. Sand on the bikes. We're on a separated bike path. I think this is actually a really long isthmus. The train line over there. Not sure if isthmus is the right technical geographical term either. Great to see the sea finally after spending, I don't know, close to 60 odd kilometres wondering if we would. It's been slow going today through heavier built up towns and we're on the Eurovelo 8. This bike path's nice now, but I tell you what, when they make cycling infrastructure with every intersection big bollards to sort of squeeze through in and out of to slow you right down, so you can't keep pedalling along at any speed through them. It just makes for slow going. Anyway, I'm going to stop filming now because this great bike path is filled with great bits of sand and I don't want to slide out, but we see the sea and I think we'll be hugging the coastline now for the rest of the journey. Still plugging away here on the Eurovelo 8. Not sure, that might be Montpellier, straight ahead. Have to have a look at a map. Just had the most amusing random scene. Rode past like a car park. There was a gentleman playing there. He was playing a trombone, out on his own with the trombone. Do you think he was told to practice somewhere far away from the house? Anyway, okay, let's pay attention. Oh, we've just come off the long straight, was it 11 or 12 kilometres I think?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll show you where we came from. Way out there. Oh, pretty cool. You can actually see all the poles that the train line is, and the bike path was pretty well right next to it for the whole way, wasn't it? Yeah, it was funny. With the vegetation either side, you even saw like rows and probably a good kilometre or two of vineyards as well. I guess the French plant the vines wherever they can. So look at that beautiful sparkly water of the Mediterranean. And over here I have worked out it is not Montpellier, it is Sète. Now I don't know how far Montpellier is. It could be heaps far away or not near us at all, or not sure. I'll look on a map and see. What are your thoughts so far on the Eurovelo 8?
This bit has been fantastic, and I suspect the rest of our 50 odd Ks, however much we've got to go, is going to be similar along either dedicated bike paths or bike lanes on roads.
Yeah.
We've cycled from Nice to Cannes before, and it was a mix of that, so I'm sort of expecting the same, and having the coast beside us the whole way.
Yes, it's really uplifting to see colour. Like I said before, I feel like a lot of the vegetation in the area we're in for earlier today was just like someone had taken the saturation levels and just pared them right back down to sepia tones. Not black and white obviously, but just that, I mean it is winter, so all the vegetation is sort of not in its full bountiful life. Seeing shimmery water and sunshine and blue sky, yay. I think 50 odd kilometres left to go, and hopefully, yeah, and we should be hugging the coast. I think we are for the whole way.
I think for the whole...
Yay! Well, no cycle tour is complete without a route mapping semi-failure. It's not that we aren't following the right directions, but our route has told us to go onto this road, and the entrance to this road said bikes are not allowed, so... And it's busy. I'm not keen for the next at least 2 kilometres. I'm not keen to be on a road I'm not meant to be on with this sort of traffic. Doesn't appear to be a shoulder further on, and it's both ways. So we're just on the other side of Sète. Need to get over there. I'm sure. Busy everywhere, to be honest with you, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think there is a way.
There is a way?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to follow the man. The way. Stephen, lead the way. So for the benefit of those of you who may choose a similar route, I can confirm that this road, the D612, is certainly not for bikes. So a small detour, but we're back on the right track now on the Eurovelo 8. Beautiful hot mix, no cars, and pink flamingos. It's the first for me seeing them. You've seen them in Africa. Wow! I didn't actually know flamingos were in France. They look amazing. Brilliant. About 35 kilometres left. I'm really looking forward to the end. Looking forward to the end and a drink. Phew.
Bonsoir, bonsoir, bonsoir.
Bonsoir, bonsoir, bonsoir. Well, as the keen-eyed people amongst you, which is all of you, would spot, we are no longer in cycling clothes because we have made it to
La Grande-Motte.
La Grande-Motte. How do we pronounce it? Probably not how we just said it. Oh, La Grande-Motte. Anyway, we are just gone for a promenade along the sea line. Let me show you. See this? Pretty specky. The sun has only just set. We're marina is over there. Lighthouse. Is that a lighthouse? Yes. And you can see the sky is getting all sorts of magic. And then we have the pyramids of Grande-Motte.
Yeah.
Not quite as spectacular as the pyramids of Giza, but for 1970 construction, it's interesting. Well, did we have a bit of a trial to get here today?
A mixed bag.
A very mixed bag. The roads, we were on busy roads.
Very
Tick.
busy roads, yes.
Did we have little roads?
Little roads.
Tick.
Rough roads.
Tick.
Smooth roads.
Some.
Lots of cycle paths.
Yes.
Which was a big...
Cycle paths with great signage, a little bit.
Big,
cycle paths with really not any clue of where you should be going signage. Yes.
Yeah.
And then did we also have the route of the road telling us, go down this road, but the law says cycles are not allowed on this road.
Yeah.
We had everything, and must admit, the mood was getting low by the end of it. I think we had 5 extra kilometres onto the route because of diversions, didn't we?
Yes. And lots of getting through bigger towns, which is always problematic, and slow going and stopping and starting. So, but anyway, we're here. It's fantastic. It's beautiful.
And the sea's beautiful. What's really surprising is we had a route today which was tracking, like you look at the map and it tracked the sea the whole way.
Yes.
And how much of the sea did we actually see?
Not a lot.
Sweet all.
There were some fantastic sections of bike path along the Eurovelo 8.
Yeah, there was.
And I guess we had this idea that it would be miles and miles and miles of riding by the coast. Mm-hmm. And
it wasn't.
It was, but we couldn't see the coast.
No, it was riding by the coast, which was just over there behind the grassland.
Yes.
Or, you know, we were always just getting little glimpses of it. And I did have this thought that after we saw the sea line for the first time, and especially when we were on the part of the bike path that was 12 kilometres of the Eurovelo 8 that goes between Agde and Set.
Yes.
And it's like, is it a peninsula, an isthmus, a spit?
All of the above.
One of those things. I thought, wow, this is awesome. We're going to see the Med. It's going to be that beautiful blue-green water, similar to what it is at the moment. Isn't that spectacular? I thought we would have this during the day as well, and we didn't. I guess it makes a site like this all the more better now. But yeah, the Eurovelo 8 signage left a lot to be decided. It was really great when it was there, and it was really confusing when it was absent. And unfortunately, it felt like it was absent at key moments.
For us, it was at the end of the day too, and we're getting tired and just wanted to get there.
That is always really hard.
We are here. We have partaken in some treats from the local boulangerie.
Did we what? I just got a speculoos eclair. Whoa.
After watching this fantastic sunset, we are off to the supermarket.
Off to the supermarket to get some dinner.
Dinner.
A big pasta, I think, for dinner tonight. But I'll give you another look at the marina with multi-million dollars worth of yachts and catamarans and power boats, motorboats. Is that what you would call those bigger ones, motorboats? Yes. And obviously, yeah, out to the Mediterranean. Beautiful. So ends day 2. We've head to the Med, Mountains of the Sea, off to Marseille, whatever we call the tour. Day 2 is done. Day 3 tomorrow sees us go to Avignon via Pont de Gard, so that will be spectacular, no doubt. And let's have every finger and toe crossed that we have good route, good tailwinds, which we didn't have today, FYI, and no potholed roads. Anyway,
plan.
A biento.